what's been going on for you since last time? Can you tell the viewers your experience?
Yeah, not much actually. School, studying. That's
Same as usual?
Yeah.
Yeah, same as usual. Alright, and everything has been the same since before this thing we did?
Almost.
Almost? What do you mean almost?
I remember studying more often.
You remember studying more often suddenly, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, something else? Something else?
No, not so much.
Not so much.
Think of.
Not anything else. So it's only affecting your behavior in study more in the school?
Yeah, remember more.
And you remember more?
What I should do.
Yeah, you remember more what you should do. So that deletion is gone also. Is that a good thing then?
I think so.
Okay. Oh yes, I remember more now. And I do more schoolwork, yes. I have a new behavior and the deletion is gone to remember more. Which means it's a new behavior there also. Anything else?
No.
Nothing else. You sure? So how much have you done this and how do you do it? Because some people here when they try to do this thing, you know, they're kind of confused, you know, is this the right way to do it and all that stuff. So you've been practicing this drill,
Yes.
this one, yes? So do you understand what it is then? Or what it does or anything else?
I try to understand it, but I don't get it.
No, it's okay. You don't need to understand it actually. You need to understand what it's doing. Since it gives you access to a range of emotions, you can call it, or experiences, what I would call it. That's the basic of it. Because you're balancing cognitive and somatic or body functions, body experience.
Oh.
Yeah, the brain has a comparison. Always, when people are thinking about doing something, they're thinking about doing it, for example, and that means they're thinking about it in a different time frame. You understand that? So if,
Yeah.
for example, you're going to ski, or if you're going to school or something like that, you think about doing that, but you're not actually doing it. You understand that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's what most people do. Everybody does that, by the way. Now, that means you're not into the experience of actually doing it. Obviously, because you're presently here in this moment, right? So, if you want to have an experience in the future right now, how do you do that?
Yeah, you think about it.
Now, it's not enough to just think about it. I can think about, you know, travel to the moon. It's not happening. I can think about it, yeah. I can think about it. It's not happening. It's called willpower. You have the will of doing it, but nothing is going on. That's the willpower. You see the chocolate. And you have the willpower, oh, I will turn it away for a moment. I will turn it away. But the chocolate's calling me back. Oh, yes. Call me back. Oh, chocolate. That's the willpower. Understand that? You have to actively doing it, right? But if you have, what I'm trying to teach you and try to teach other people out there, is a way to access. If you do this, you access a sense of, you can call it balance, whatever it is, but it's also a platform to be able to access future references or future experiences in the present moment.
Okay.
Okay, that's what my gesturing, what I'm trying to do with gestures. It's called anchoring if you don't know what that is. Or it's contextual markings, or whatever it is. People just need to understand them. Anyway, so you did the drill. When you have been doing this drill, has something happened with you as you've been doing it over this period of time, 2 months?
The only thing I can think of is that I remember more that I should studying and doing it.
So you remember more to do things that you previously forgot,
Yes.
Oh, okay. So how come? Why has that happened?
I think it's because I'm linking the emotion to the feeling that I should study.
Okay. So you're able to engage into behavior to actually do things.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the basic human trait, by the way.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
You're not becoming a Buddha or a meditist or something like I'm sitting here waiting for food to arrive, but it doesn't. Or I'm cold, why is no fire burning? Well, no one has collected the wood. Oh, why not? Well, everybody's sitting there, meditating. Nobody's collecting the wood. Oh, that doesn't sound like a good idea. You understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people think about when they talk about, you can call it spiritual experience and stuff like that, or enlightenment, or religious, whatever you call it. But people have these ideas about how that works and how it should work and all that. But people can't do it. And there is some religious tradition that try to do things in that way and doing all other things. It's a common way of living life. To live a life in a spiritual way. But that what often happens is they collecting a lot of religious figures, paintings and all that stuff, then fill the rooms with all this kind of stuff, right?
Alright.
That won't happen. I met a few of those. Or they go to the church and all that stuff and all blah blah. But that doesn't mean they are able to do it in a way what I would call having the experience doing it. You understand that?
No, but
You don't have the experience. You're thinking about it, as I talked about earlier, but you don't have the experience of doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, since we have a limited time and I don't want to bore people more than usual, I recap here what Simon says. Simon says, that's a game of, don't do that, by the way. People hear that. I've been hearing that for like 5 minutes. People do habits when they do things. Anyway, recapping. He has a better memory and he has been able to do things he didn't do before because you can remember doing them now and be able to do them also. The next thing has happened to him is that he's had a few new behaviors and all that stuff. So that's cool and interesting. So he has at least new kind of behaviors on the baseline also. And I just did the basic thing with him. So teaching him that. Now he's been doing this all right. So you're able to do this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, can you demonstrate that so you can show you that you actually can? Yeah, you can move your hand. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not that serious kind of guy. People are too serious in this business anyway. Anyway, so you have that. When you do that, can you have the distinction in your body when you're doing that so you know that this is the proper way to do it? I have the sensation.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to recall that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you can answer me. That's when you ask people about it and they answer yes, that means they just recall it so they can answer you. That's not the memory, by the way. What he was doing now, he was checking inside his body. It's not a memory about it. That's the difference. Right?
Right.
Okay. Just confirming that I was right. So how did I know the difference? That's called calibration or adumbration, whatever you fucking want to call it. Anyway, I'm using big words here. Anyway, so he just did that. So he has an internal sensation about it, but he doesn't know what to do with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh yeah, what's going on? Alright, now I want you to do two things here, in order. I want you to define an experience you want to have from this position, if you like.
Okay.
Name one.
I don't know.
Whatever experience. You know what an experience is. Just checking if you understand my English.
Yes, I know what the experience
Yeah.
is.
So I want you to define an experience you want to have in the future. Alright?
Right.
Right. And I want you to define it so you know what it's like. Understand that?
Yeah.
And I want you to do it in this way, that you have the experience and then apply it to the task you want to have it in. The task you're going to do.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yeah.
It's a very important to us. It's a small secret, and it's small steps, and it's a small sequence. So you define the experience. This is the experience I want to have, and then I'm going to apply that to a task I'm going to do. And the task you're going to do could be anything. Sitting down like this is doing something. I'm just sitting down, right? But that's a task you're actually doing. You're not standing up, you're not going to do anything else right now. You're sitting down, right? But that's a task you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what I mean. So if you define the experience first, and then apply that to the task. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just repeating it so he can get, so he understands that you can follow along. Right. So I want you to have that experience.
Yeah.
Okay. And then think about the experience you want to have. Got that?
Yeah.
And then apply that to the task you want to have. The task
Okay.
you're going to do. Right? You understand that?
Yeah.
Then what happens? Wait 30 seconds. You wait 30. That's a 3 and a 0. 30 seconds. I asked him a question now because I'm doing it. But when you do this with yourself or teaching someone, you wait 30 seconds. Why should you wait 30 seconds? Why should you wait 30 seconds when you do it with yourself? You don't know?
I don't know.
Yes.
Explain it.
Yeah, that's why, because what most people do when they do things in life is like this. Do I have the experience? What's going on? Oh, what's happening out there? So when you do a drill or do this exercise, the important thing is you decide you have the platform, you have the experience, and then apply that to chest, and then you wait 30 seconds. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. We want to do this one more time?
No. So,
Okay. So what happens when you think about the thing you wanted to do for a moment ago? You have some experience to choose? Did you choose an experience?
I can't figure out one right now.
Yeah, I understand that. You're tired and all this shit in your life already. All stuff like that. Yeah, I know that. But that's not what I'm asking. Could you have this sensation?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have an experience you want to have in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you apply that to a task.
Okay.
Okay, what happens then? Wait 30 seconds. That's how you do it. I have to actually tell him to wait, because what he's trying to do then, what he just tried to do, is to answer me then. But that's the key thing. He doesn't need to answer me. He needs to wait 30 seconds and not doing anything else. You understand that?
Yeah.
And what happens then while I wait?
Yeah, we just sitting there.
Yeah, you're just sitting here. Yeah, no. What happens is when you do define the experience, that's one context. You understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the task you're going to do is another context.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you apply the experience to the task you're going to do, what happens then?
I don't know.
That's a good answer, actually. Most people don't think about that, about this stuff. But what do you